Wow. I mean, I just saw it go by in a post. I didn't see the video. I didn't see the 5 years and 5 years in prison and 5 years probation for Tim Ferriter, the guy that locked his adopted son in a room for years, made him shit in a bucket, controlled the temperature, controlled the electric, like whenever he had lights or when he didn't have lights, no window. I mean, in a room, in a garage, the guy he had built. Like kept him prisoner. The guy, he did it for 6 years, and this guy only got 5 years prison with 5 years probation. What? Again, what the? What? There you go. Not one person in my life ever come towards me. Of course, they're not watching this. I don't give a fuck. Don't you ever come towards me again and say, oh, the justice system is the best we got. It's justice, justice, just. It's just. What? He had money. He paid somebody. Oh, he got 5 years, Karen. I don't give a fuck. He deserved fucking life in prison for what he did. He got 5 years when the kid was locked up for 6. Do you know how long 6 years is to a child? That's almost their entire life, pretty much. Well, sometimes it is. 5 years for somebody in their 40s is a snap of a finger. 6 years for a child is like 100 years to an adult. Just fuck out of here. Justice system. You fucked me. You fucked his kid. You fucked them all. You fucked my kids. Fuck you. Anyway, moving onward and upward. Realizing I might have to throw away my beds and start sleeping on the floor. I don't know. I'm learning more and more. And Lane's like, let's get this topper that's supposed to like release heat. And it's got a 100-day money-back guarantee. I'm looking at this guy, Mike Chang's, thinking, I think Mike's right. I think I need to start laying on the floor more often. I mean, this guy fell in my feed. Thank God. This heavenly, beautiful man fell into my feed talking straight sense. Like, if you lay on a frickin' cotton ball every day, eventually, if you sit on the floor, it's going to hurt. It's like, oh. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm thinking it. I'm thinking, you're right. We're sitting on all this squishy shit, and it's like, you can't even sit on a hard surface anymore. It's like, ow, my butt bone hurts. Like, since when? What is wrong with us? We're all like, oh, give me some cushions. I'm thinking I need to stop sitting on anything soft. I don't know. I mean, I have a hard chair that I sit on in the kitchen. I'm thinking, I'm going to sit in my recliner. Like, you know what? It ain't all that. It's turning us into pussies. Anyway. But I mean, I realize now that when we've turned into pussies and we want to go backwards, we can't just throw the bed away and hit the floor. I mean, I realize we got to bend it, but dial it back, like I did with the barefoot shoe thing. Like at first, I would just wear them a little bit. Well, of course, I went straight to it. But anyway, I went. But you ease into it. You get used to it, you just a little time, until you build up your tolerance. I mean, I was watching this other guy the other day kicking his shin into at the gym, like kicking like you're kickboxing practicing or whatever. And I mean, and they'll do that. They'll hit their shins but it'll strengthen the bone. Like we all know this in the back of our minds, but yet we don't think about it. We don't let it come to the surface. We've got to put pressure, on these bones, or they're not going to know that they need to be stronger. They're only as strong as what you're pressing them to be. So we need to put a little bit more pressure on the bones, a little bit more. And the older we are, we can go gently. I know, Karen, how gently can we go? I know, just try. Feel better, I'm trying. I'm so. You never stick with anything, Karen. I hear my adopted parents going, "You never stick with anything." I'm thinking, my mother sold me, but genetically you think that I'm supposed to be like super committed. I mean, my father freaking was a gay man who dropped babies all over the country, and my mother was but I'm supposed to have it all within me to have all this longevity, commitment. I mean, I'm just thinking, do you know where I came from? I mean, you bought me off of these frickin' hooligans, and you expected something different? Well, I'm moving myself into something different, yes. Thanks to Lenny. But now Lenny needs to let go. So I listened to Mike Chang this morning. He fell on my feed, and I'm so thankful that he did. And I'm like, And I like his minute and a half videos where I can go, thanks, Mike. Just kind of give myself a little bit reset. But he's got longer. He's got hour-long workouts and all kind of stuff. It's just like, thank you, Mike. Let's get to sleeping on the floor. Anyway, yeah, it's a thought. So the neck, it's all up in here, man. As soon as I start to think about something that I shouldn't think about, man, that pain just whoa. Not every time, but at times I'm like, and when I woke up, it was like Joe Dispenza said. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and your body's just angry. Even though you're not driving in traffic and your body's like, we're supposed to be really pissed right now. It's running on a schedule. I woke up and Lenny's like, are you okay? How's your neck feeling? It was like 5 o'clock. And I said, it's fine. It's fine. It's really better. Not, I mean, I think I'm getting better about chewing the thing. I'm not chewing it as hard, this and that and the other. And he's like, oh, that's good. And then I stood up and the thought of the stressful day, the pain went, out of nowhere. And I'm going, oh, this is a head game. Karen's got a head game going. Well, fuck your head, Karen. We're going to fix that shit. Anyway, I need to take off the orange and put on the daytime viewers, peepers. All right, look. Good morning. Boom. Okay, let's do it. I feel like such an ass for getting this old before I realized all this was going on. I'm like, I could hear my parents going, you just never listen. You never listen to anything like that. And I'm just thinking, well, I'm not the one that had its bone chipped off my fucking hip to have my neck propped open because you couldn't figure out how to stretch your fucking neck out. Dad. Anyway, yeah, well, it's not his fault. He had a real injury. Unlike us, we don't have real injuries. They do. We don't. We've never suffered a pain in our lives except it was our own fault, according to the adopted parents. One of them is dead. But anyway, God bless his heart. And hers. Anyway. And yeah, why do they keep coming to mind? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. They're on the surface. I'm thinking at any minute they're about to fall off, right? I told Lenny, I said, if I could get a lobotomy, and I'm not into surgeries, but if I could be guaranteed that I could have some kind of brain surgery that I would never remember that these people existed ever again and the things that they did, or so, I'd do it. That's how fucking deep and entrenched it is in me, and it's mortifyingly embarrassing. I don't know, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm working on it from every angle I can think of. Everybody else out there with their pain, the doctor said that. They ain't fucking trying as hard as me, I'll tell you that. I'm going every avenue I can think of. So, go ahead and mock me. Oh, I can't let go of the past, Karen. Why don't you let go of the past? I'll do it before you do.